More about Jesus would I know, more of his grace to others show, more of his saving fullness see, more of his love who died for me. More about Jesus, more about Jesus, more of his saving fullness see, more of his love who died for me. More about Jesus, let me learn, more of his holy will discern. Spirit of God, my teacher be, showing the things of Christ to me. More about Jesus, more about Jesus, more of his saving fullness see, more of his love who died for me. More about Jesus in his word, holding communion with more of his kingdom see, more of his coming Prince of Peace. More about Jesus, more about Jesus, more of his saving fullness see, more of his love who died for me. Very well. When we see Christ, something we're all waiting for, oftentimes the days seem long, our trials are hard to bear. We're tempted to complain, to murmur and despair. But Christ will soon appear to itch his pride away. All tears forever over in God's eternal day. It will be worth it all when we see Jesus. Life's trials will seem so small when we see Christ. One glimpse of his dear face, and sorrows will erase. So bravely run the race till we see Christ. Sometimes the day looks dark with not a ray of light. We're tossed and driven on, no human help in sight. But there is one in heaven who knows our deepest care. Let Jesus solve your problem. Just go to him in prayer. It will be worth it all when we see Jesus. Life's trials will seem so small when we see Christ. One glimpse of his dear face, and all sorrows will erase. So bravely run the race till we see Christ. Life's day will soon be o'er, all storms forever past. We'll cross the great divide to glory safe at last. We'll share the joys of heaven, a harp, a hoe, a crown. The temperate will be banished, we'll lay our burden down. It will be worth it all when we see Jesus. Life's trials will seem so small see Christ. One glimpse of his dear face, all sorrows will erase. So bravely run the race till we see Christ. And you may be seated. Oh.
That was a great scene in there. Before we have the teens come up and give their testimonies, we do want to go through just a quick slideshow here, show y'all a few pictures. I'm sure you guys saw the pictures before service, those wonderful photos that make us look so good. But this first picture is right before we left the church here, all of us. This is before 3 days of spending every minute around each other. But back when we were happy. No, I'm joking. No, but it was great. That was there. And the van ride was great. If you go to the next slide, you'll see the result of the van ride, which was, and this was just the way up. That was fun. Yeah, that's just one row of the way up. So I had the boys clean it out before we came back, and then we cleaned it out again today. But if you go to the next slide, it's a picture of all of us here right before church service, which was great. It was packed in there. I think they were saying there was 1,500 teens. Just teens, not even the workers, the college students that were there. There was a lot of people who heard a lot of great preaching. There was Dr. Shetler, Dr. Johnny Pope, Brother Dave Delaney, Brother Dean Miller. There was a lot of really good and powerful preachers, and a lot of teens got to hear them. Then if you go to the next picture, it's a picture of all the girls, and it went a lot smoother than the picture with all of the guys, which we had a little trouble getting there. On Thursday, so in the morning, there was a drama presentation, and then Dr. Getch gave a little mini sermon after it. But after that, we went to Six Flags, and that Six Flags was awesome. It was a lot of fun. It's Six Flags, why wouldn't it be, And of course, Batman and Wonder Woman were there, so Aaliyah was like, I gotta get a picture with them. So there's Aaliyah as another superhero there. And there, Aaliyah found a nice taco hat for me to wear. We didn't get it, but I got a picture with it, and it was great. If you could pull up the video of that game. Oh yeah, this one. So basically, I get sent this pic. We're doing a devotional every night, going over the sermons and all that. And that night we split up. I go back to our room with the guys, and then Reagan texts me this picture. I was like, what is this, what is this? And they're like, Brother Luke, we're all trying to be you. And so I'm a little hurt by that. But yeah, if you could pull that video up. They had games before the messages every night. So this game here, actually Hudson and I were in, because they were calling a bunch of random teens and youth pastors every night. And so this one night, they're like, hey, we need 20 youth pastors and one senior high boy. And so I'm like, all right, I grab Hudson, we run up there. So basically, the goal of this game, before you play it, there's the two boxes here. One there, and then the one that they're on. There's a rope. You can't really see it. It's a little blurry. Your goal is to swing from one box to the other, but you cannot get off of that box. Your goal is to fit as many people on that box as you can. Let's just say, between me and Hudson, one of us did really well, and the other didn't do so great. So go ahead and hit play, and we'll watch it here. So they're starting off.
1 minute to get across. Oh, he's going to try to go across. All right, at that point, let it go to the next guy. It's got about 45 seconds.
So these are the teams going here.
There's one. Here we go. There's two.
Hudson hiding right behind there.
Here we go. You got three on there. About half the time remaining. Here, stay up here. We might go round number 2. You guys have 1 minute to get as many over as possible.
Oh,
JJ, why don't you guys
look at that beautiful face there. Oh yeah, that's great.
All right, here we go.
Let's get the timer on the clock. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
In
All
a
right,
minute
we got
here,
one off to a
you'll
quick
see
start.
the definition of gracefulness,
If you
agility,
see your youth
and
passers swing on a row,
athleticism.
make sure you give them some
A few
noise.
seconds here when it's my turn.
All right, we're at 3. That's a good start. Oh man,
It's easy, light
it's like
work.
they know what they're doing now. 5. Oh my goodness. I think they took offense to my old guy thing there. There we go. About half the time remaining.
They're just showing off now, Nick.
Oh my goodness.
This is light
They're
work.
far surpassed the senior high guys at this point.
All right, we're coming
They
up
still
next
have
here.
15 seconds.
10
This
seconds.
is
And it looks
10
like
like,
seconds.
call me
10
Tarzan
seconds.
at this point. Like,
Oh.
this is how you say
I'm
it.
not sure how
And,
it's
yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Anyway, but yeah, that game was a lot of fun. Everyone
it,
enjoyed
stand
watching
up.
it. And it was great because right before this, they had a whole dunk contest that I was not a part of. But everyone got excited for that. It was a lot of fun. I 100% ate the dirt there. But it was a lot of great. So, teens, come on up. If you remember your seats, come on up here. We'll get your testimonies going in a minute. But yeah, it was a lot of fun and all that, of course. But ultimately, the most important part of it all was the preaching. So I told the teens to kind of prepare a testimony. I told them to give one thing that's your favorite part of the whole conference, and then one thing you learned out of any of the sermons that week. So we're going to just go left to right here. Lydia, you go ahead and start.
So first, I would like to thank everyone who gave money, whether in the patio sale or in the offering, so that we could go to youth conference. The preaching was amazing. At Six Flags, we rode some roller coasters, and they were terrifying, but they were amazing. My favorite thing overall was probably the preaching. The theme of the week was how God is worthy and how we should serve him because he is worthy. The service that probably stuck out most to me was the first night's preaching by Dr. Shetler. Dr. Shetler said in his message,